Okay, so we are going to talk about this Linux boot process. So how exactly any device which is Linux based, how exactly boot process takes place, what are the different steps involved in that one. So we're going to learn about it. It's going to be very, very exciting. So just pay attention. It's a very small session where we are going to talk about this. So let me start. So for any device which is Linux-based device, typically that device will be having a power switch, right? So what is the first step towards that one? If device is in power off state, if power is off of that one, then as a first step to boot the device, what you are going to do is you are going to press the power on switch. So this is the switch which you're going to press as a step one. A very simple thing, not critical thing. So what happens as soon as you click on this switch, you turn on the power, what happens? So in this case, so what happens as a step two? So we have some firmware available, which is BIOS firmware, basic input output system firmware. Nowadays, people are calling it UFI, okay, Unified Extensible Firmware Interface. So both the things are same. BIOS and UFI are same, but nowadays it is more powerful comparing to BIOS. It's a new gen of BIOS, so that is why it is called as UFI. It gives additional power. It gives a powerful GUI, graphical user interface, where you can select which OS you want to boot. If you have multi-boot system, so UFI provides you interface to select a particular OS, right? So what happens as a step two? So this BIOS and UFI or UFI firmware gets loaded from non-volatile memory. What is this non-volatile memory? And so non-volatile memory, as the name suggests, is non-volatile. Means non-volatile memory doesn't need any power backup. So whatever you store in a non-volatile memory, it remains there even though there is no power. That is why it is called as non-volatile memory. And typically, BIOS firmware is loaded into non-volatile memory because there is no power in the system and you need to have your firmware stored somewhere. So that's how you used this non-volatile memory. And as soon as you switch on the power, BIOS firmware is loaded from non-volatile memory. So what is the use of this BIOS? BIOS, as the picture shows, BIOS is a chip basically itself, and it gets energized. Basically, firmware is gets activated. And what does it do? What it is do after BIOS firmware is loaded. So let's see in the next.